everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet this half moon doormat. It's a quick and easy pattern, beginner friendly, and I've included a link in the description below to the written pattern. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so for this project I'm using a 3mm macrame cord and an 8mm crochet hook. We're going to begin with a magic ring. It's important to note that we're not going to be closing our round. So just in case if you're the kind of person who jumps ahead a little bit, just don't close your round. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do a magic ring for those of you who might not be familiar with this technique. So you're going to drape your cord over your 4 fingers like this, hold it in place with your thumb, wrap it around the back of your hand, and then cross it over itself like an X, like this. So you have this little piece that's the bottom piece, the under piece, and then you have the over piece of your X. So we're going to take our hook and go underneath that bottom piece over the top one and pull it under to scoop up a loop on your hook. Carefully pull your hand out of the ring and pick up your working yarn. We're going to chain 2. Our chain 2 at the start of every row is not going to count as a stitch. It's just our turning chain. Okay. So now we're going to work 5 half double crochets into our magic ring, being careful to make sure that we're working over both pieces here. So you're going to yarn over your hook, put it into that magic ring, yarn over, pull up your loop. You've got 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull right through all 3 loops. Again, another half double crochet. That's 2, 3, 4. It is a little bit different working with macrame cord versus yarn. So just be patient with yourself, and please be patient with me a little bit in this video if you're seeing me do things like this, if it's not so smooth, but it's worth it. The finished product is so worth it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 half double crochets. We are going to pull to close the loop, but we're not closing our round. So go ahead and pull that tail end to close your magic ring. And we're not going to close our round because this is exactly the shape we want. So we just want to have our flat edge, and we want to work on our half moon doormat. Okay, so we're going to chain 2 and turn our work. We're going to half double crochet 2 times into every stitch. So here's our first stitch. We're going to work a half double crochet in there. And then we're going to work another half double crochet right into the same stitch. We're going to move to the next one, and we're going to work another 2 half double crochets into that same stitch as well. And again in the following. And again in the stitch after that. And then in our very last stitch of our row, just like all the rest, we're going to work our 2 half double crochets into that very last stitch. Okay. So now you should have a stitch count of 10 because we literally just doubled it up. This pattern is a pattern of increases, and every single row, and I'm going to say this to you from now because I apologize in advance. Sometimes I might forget to say the stitch count of the row that we're working on. I'll do my best to say that as we work on this. Every single row, your stitch count should be increasing by 5. Okay, that's how you'll know that you're on track. So now we're going to chain 2 and turn our work. For this next row, we're going to work 2 half double crochets into the first stitch. We're going to work 1 half double crochet into the next, 2 into the following, Oh my gosh, sorry, let me pull some more yarn up here. And one into the next. And you're just going to keep doing that all the way down the row. So two in the following, one in the next, 2, 1, all the way till you get to the end. By the end of this row, you should have 15 stitches. Go ahead and finish that row and then come back. Okay, so now that we finished that row, we're going to chain 2 and begin our next row. We're going to chain 2 into the first stitch. And we're going to chain 1 into each of the next 2 stitches. So 1 in the next, and then 1 in that third stitch there. 2 in the following. And 1 into each of the next 2. 2 into the following, and so on. You're going to continue all the way to the end of the row. By the end of this row, you should have 20 stitches. Go ahead and work on that row and then come back. Okay, so now that you've finished that row, we're going to chain 2 and turn our work. We're going to work 2 half double crochets into that first stitch. Let me just get a little bit more yarn here. So 2 into that first stitch, 1 into each of the following 3. So 1, 1 in the next, and 1 in the stitch after that. Then you're going to do 2 in the following, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. You're going to continue all the way down. By the time that you finish this row, you should have 25 stitches. So go ahead and finish that row and then come back. Okay, so now that we finished that row, I'm just going to show you how you're going to carry on from here, and you'll pause the video, continue to work on your increased rows until you get to 20 between, and I'll explain that in a second. And then you're going to come back and I will show you our next steps, okay? So we started off with 5 half double crochets into the magic ring. Then on row 2, we worked 2 half double crochets into each stitch all the way down the row. Row 3, we did 2 half double crochets in the first, 1 in the next, 2 in the following, 1 in the next. The next row, we increased the amount of 1 half double crochet in a stitch between doubling up, between our increases. So we then were doing 2 half double crochets in the first, 1 half double crochet in each of the following 2, 2 half double crochets in the next. So that was 2 between. Then the next row, we did 2 half double crochets in the first, 1 half double crochet into each of the next 3. That's 3 between, okay? And remembering that our stitch count increases by 5 stitches with each row. You're going to continue working this way until you get to 20 in between. So when you get to a row that you have 2 half double crochets in the first stitch, 1 into each of the next 20, 2 half double crochets in the next one. Once you get to that point, you're going to come back and I will show you what we're going to do next. Okay, so now that you finished all of your rows, you should have a total of 22 rows worked. The last row that you will have done would have been the 2 half double crochets in the first stitch, 1 into each of the following 20. Now we're at the end of that row. We're going to move on to our next step here. So we're going to clean up the outer edge a little bit here. So we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. We're going to work 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way down the row, not increasing at all, just 1. So push your hook in the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. That's your single crochet. And you're just going to go ahead and keep working 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way down the row, and then come back. Okay, so now when you reach the end of the row and you have finished your single crochets, we're going to chain 2, and we're going to be turning to work along the straight edge. We're going to be working, it's a little tricky because you're not going to be working into stitches. You're going to be working along the side of your work. So to make sure that your stitch count is accurate, you're going to be working 1 stitch for along the end of every row. okay? And we're working half double crochets. So you're gonna yarn over, and here's row 1. So you're just gonna push your hook along the side of row 1 and work your half double crochet. So we're just gonna be working our half double crochets evenly all the way down. So here's row 2. We're gonna work along the end of that row. Our next row here, work a half double crochet along the end. It could be a little bit tricky, so just work your hook in there. This is what's going to give that nice clean edge. Now your doormat might not be looking the shape that you're expecting it to look just yet. Don't let that make you nervous. It's okay. You will have to stretch it a little bit, manipulate the shape. I like to do steam blocking for these kind of pieces. So I'm gonna post a video how I steam block my crochet doormat. You don't have to do that method. We could do whatever kind of blocking method that you prefer. I personally really like the way it turns out when I use my steamer for this type of project. So if you'd like to have a look at how I do that, how I block my work, have a look in the description. I will be posting a link to that video down below. Okay, so have a look in the description if you want to see that. For now, go ahead and keep on working. You can pause the video, work your half double crochets all the way down the edge, just continuing to work your half double crochets evenly across the edge, working at the end, lining up with each row. So go ahead, when you get to the end, come back. Okay, so now that you finished working that row along your straight edge, you're gonna see it's straightened it out a lot for you. So now we're going to have a little bit of that pulled up and fasten it off and go ahead and pull the rest of that through. Now we're gonna use a tapestry needle to weave in our tail ends. So you're just gonna go ahead and get that on there. And all you're going to be doing is weaving it in and out of a few of the stitches just to really hide and secure. And I recommend going in and out a few times because you really want to make sure, I'm just finding some that are loose. There we go. You want to make sure that your doormat is nice and durable. You don't want it to start unraveling at all. Not that it would, but you just really want to make sure that it's good and secure, those tail ends, just to be certain. It's obviously going to be a piece that will get some wear and tear, lots of washes in the washing machine and the dryer. So let's just make sure that's hidden really well. Okay, so that's all you're gonna do. Then you can fasten that off and repeat that for any other tail ends that you have, and then you're done. Now I wanted to show it to you here. When you first lay it out, it may have looked a little bit wobbly. The straight edge might have not been perfectly straight. What you'll need to do is stretch it out a little bit. Just lay it out, lay it down flat, okay? And then the best thing to do is to steam it, or however you prefer to block your work. Again, have a look in the description below where I do share a video. I will be posting a link to show you how I block my work. I like to steam block these kind of pieces, as I've mentioned before. And it really does give it that nice finishing touch. But for now, don't feel discouraged if when you first lay it out, it's not shaped perfectly. That is completely normal when you're using the macrame cord for this type of project. You just need to lay it out, flatten it out a bit, and just straighten out your edges. On it, it's important that you do hold the end here and then pull to straighten from the center. And that's what's going to straighten up your edge for you. And blocking it, of course, as I mentioned, helps. I hope you've enjoyed this pattern. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.